Okay, and welcome once again to our C++ introductory course. Now, in our previous video, we did something on mathematical operations. Now, there are more to it than what we did: the addition, the subtraction, multiplication, and the division, and then lastly the modulo. We can actually increase and decrease our numbers by just applying some combination of the operators. So I'm going to delete the code we have up here, and then we can make use of the increment and then the decrement operator. The increment operator simply combines the two addition symbol, two of them, two additional symbols, and two addition symbols, right? That is it, two addition symbols. So what we can do with it is that we can say integer a equals 3 or equals 4, and later on we can set a to maybe add up to, want to increase a by 1. So here the best thing we could do something like a equals a plus 1. Okay, and then when we do C out a, we are supposed to get 5. So initially a is set to 4, and now we add 1 to a, which is 5. Now this is how we could do this. All right, we can also add for a lot of the variables. Let's try the integer b, which is set to 20, and later we can set b to b, which we are adding up maybe 3 to it. Now we can say C out b, and now when we move on, we will have 5 2 3. Now that is, the first one is 5, and then the next one will be 23. So let me end this line so that we can know the differences. Okay, so end this line after this. Okay, so I've ended the line, and then you see the first one is 5. Initially a is set to 4, it increased to with 1, which is 5. Initially b is 20, now we add 3 to it, 23. Now we can just combine this by just going ahead and saying that a plus, we can do this a plus or equals 1, meaning that we are adding 1 to a. The same way we can also do this. Remember, the plus will come first before the equal to, so you can say a is plus or equals 1, meaning we are increasing a by that number. So when we run it, we can still see 5 and 23 right here. So we are increasing a by b by 3, we are increasing a by 1. And finally, instead, if we are increasing it by 1, then it is the best thing to say plus plus. Okay, if we are increasing it by 1, we can simply say plus plus. But if it is more than 1, we cannot say plus plus. Okay, if it is more than 1, we cannot say plus plus. If it's 1, we can say plus plus. So let's run and see. A is set to 4, we are adding 1 to it, and it's now 5. We can set b to be b plus plus, and it will also give us 21. So we have 21 right here, we have 5 right here. So instead of going a equals a plus this, we can increase it by 1. And remember, it only it's only used when we are increasing it by 1. Okay, when it's more than 1, we don't use the plus plus. We can just go ahead and use the multiplication, the equal to, and add the number of times we are increasing it to it, and here we can have 10 right here on top there. We can also use the decrement operator, and I'm going to copy the same thing that we have right here, and remember to end the line. So I'm going to end this line and line right here. Okay, now we can say minus equals 6. That is, if you are reducing it by 6, and then here minus minus, that means we are reducing it by 1. So here I'm going to use different variable name. So let me use this. Let me use X. I can get rid of this. That one is okay. So decrement, if I run this, I'm decreasing 4 by 6, and decreasing 4 by 6 will give us -2. Okay, so let me add, let me choose 2. Okay, decreasing it by 2, I'm going to get 2 right here on the console. Yes, I have 2 right here. And if it's 1, you want to decrease it by 1, then you can do minus minus. Okay, you can do minus minus, and it's going to decrease it by 1. So it's 4, and now we have 3. So that is the decrement operator. So I talked about the plus equals and then minus equals earlier, where we can do the assignment with either adding. Okay, so we can have this. We can have x plus equals the number of times you want to increase it. So I've used this, so we can do something like maybe y, and then y. So we are, this one is plus equals, so we can have plus equals right here, and then we can have the minus equals also at this place. And here I'm going to use z. I'm going to use z right here, so can decrease by 1. So let's run everything and see what we have done. So from the top we are increasing, so this one we are increasing a by 4. A is 4 and we are increasing it by 6, so we will have 10. The next line, b is 20 and we are increasing it by 1, we will have 21. The next line, decrement, we have x to be 4 and we are decreasing it by 1, we get 3. Here we have x is y is set to 4, we are increasing it by 5 and we have 9. And then the last one, z equals 4, we are decreasing it by 5, we get -1. So this is how the decrement and increment operator works. So hope you understand this. All right, so I have an exercise for you in the upcoming video, so you do that and then we work on it together. That's going to be your assignment. You can just work out, try your hands on it, and then fine. I'm not going to solve it though, but if anything, we come back to this course very soon. So see you in the next lesson.